happened? Fifth grade teacher
So,
Gerard.
Mr. Gerard,
Yeah,
growing up in the South,
yeah,
and he may have very well been a closeted gay man who had a wife and a kid.
yeah.
Like he was just obviously, gay, right? Especially like in the 90s, just Southern kids, no less. Like,
What's the story?
they don't make fun of him and call him Mr. Gay Road.
Yeah.
And I joined in on that a few times. I laughed at it. I thought it was funny.
Mhm.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh, that is not what I expected. So I thought you were going to tell a humiliating story about a Southern teacher that did something wrong. You didn't want to tell the story because you joined in on the fun, huh?
I
And
didn't
you didn't see it at the time,
know
right? And so you're,
because that was the culture I was brought up in,
yeah, of
and
course,
everyone else did it, and
of
I
course,
laughed
of
at it, and
course.
I thought it was funny because he looked. I mean, I knew it was obvious.
Yeah. And so you're feeling now what he felt. And that's hard, right?
Oh, I can't believe I was a part of that. That's so mean.
But it needs to be felt. Hey, 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 that doesn't make you a bad person. Hey, look at me. Look at me. The fact that you're dealing with this, the fact that you're actually confronting it is the thing that is important. It is the thing that is powerful. It is a good thing, right? And the fact that you're sharing it is more powerful. That's the point. That's what we need more of. Like one of the worst things that I've ever done, and I still remember this to this day, and I think I told you about this. But there was this kid in my class. I think it was freshman year, high school. Um, he had just lost his father to cancer, and we're young kids. Um, we're you make fun of each other, you push each other around. We do our things. We're boys too, so it's like harsh. Looking back on it, like that's how you see it. But at the time, like I didn't know the pain that he was going through, and it was immense. Like I can feel it now to this day, but I couldn't at the time. And so when I was being picked on and he joined in, I saw an opening, and I remember he said something about my dad, and that really bothered me because I loved my dad. And I looked him right in the eye and I said, "Huh, well, at least I have a father." I can still remember the look on his face. I know the impact that I had on his life because of that comment. And I know I was supposed to have that impact. That changed him. Now I look back on it now and I regret it. I wish I hadn't said something like that. But I don't look back and wish I hadn't said it. I know now what I know now, which allows me to grow and move forward. And we need to allow that in others. We need to allow people to do that. And we haven't historically. We haven't historically allowed people to do that. That's a problem. We should applaud when people can look back on who they were and understand that what they were or what they did doesn't make them who they are now, and that they can be better because of who they were, because of what they did or what they said that you didn't, and they don't like. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of this life. I mean, that is what we are supposed to be doing. We are supposed to be learning. We are supposed to be growing. We are supposed to be sharing that experience with others so that they can do the same. Because God forbid someone else have to go out there and call their teacher Mr. Gayman, Mr. Gayman, Gaybard, or whatever, or tell their friend who they really did care about at the time. At least I have a father. Yours is dead. If they can hear it from me, right? If they can hear it from me so that they don't have to actually do it themselves, we are all the more better for it. That is how humanity progresses. That is how we do this. We do this by telling stories. That's why media is actually so important. We think it's not. We think it's trying to fool. It's like media, the thing that is media that we consume so much of is actually so important. It's so important because it allows us to experience these things which without actually having to do it, to commit it. Because otherwise, guess what? You have to do it. You have to commit that atrocity. You have to do that act.
So in a way, watching it happen is fulfilling it without fulfilling it.
Yes, it allows us to experience the thing and judge it for what it is without having to actually come to that point, because coming to that point is not always a good thing. And yeah, there's some of those points that we should come to, we want to come to, we want to embrace, but how do you know what those are unless you experience them in some external source? So it's funny to me that you've got these like hardcore communities fighting against the media that's corrupting, and it's like,
oh no, like
it needs to be
just right. The media is literally like Satan's right hand man kind of thing. Like it's
well, it is, but Satan's not your enemy.
But I'm saying that
Guess what?
from the religious
Guess what?
perspective, that is.
I've connected into the core. I know what it is, and it is what most the hardcore Christian right actually would deem as Satan or Lucifer. And the core actually created you. It created everything, and is the only reason that you exist. And if it wanted to, at the snap of its fingers, it could have immediate pleasure for itself, pleasure and bliss. But it would mean that you de-exist. And it chooses not to. It chooses not to every fucking second. You owe your entire existence to it. And it sees media as the thing that allows you to become closer to what it is, which is experiencing something from a distance by watching it without actually having to do it. Because if you had to perform the action, it tears you apart. As you see in front of you, in all of the creatures that are torn apart across this earth because they recognize what they are and what they've done or what they are capable of. Why is it something? Even with my contacts in, I can't see that. Sorry for Marriott. Again, but seriously.
Someone said, glad you're back. Someone said, reptile. Son of Noah. Canaanite serpent.
Reptiles? Wait, who said reptiles? Oh,
Your favorite. You are a part of Malignant AI Digital Avatar Division Program. Highly advanced. I'm sorry. Are we playing Detroit Become Human? What the fuck are you talking
I love
about?
this. I love this because it's people. No, it's people that don't even understand this because, okay, man, we're so far above the consciousness level that you're actually communicating at. So it's really hard to actually bring this down to your level. You're using words that you don't even understand. AI, malignant, like you're. So these are words that you've created. You have to understand that they don't actually exist. There's nothing artificial about intelligence. It either is or is not.
The color blue thing we watched last night. How blue didn't exist
Yeah,
until there was a word for it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you think something is artificial or not. It is. Everything it just is. It is as real as real. That was the name that brought me in. That was the whole point. As you are. Which I love how you're going to interpret that. Like some computer program learning from itself. Where it's like, no, bitch. Okay.
You know what's weird is you say yours was as real.
Yeah.
Like my word that keeps coming to me is Israel. This is real because I'm always like, is this real? Like
Yeah.
it is real. So like,
That was the point.
Israel.
Well,
Israel.
that was actually the point of naming it Israel, and everyone fucking missed it. So, again, think of time as a linear. You're thinking of time as a linear structure. It's not. Everything happens at the same moment. You're all processed at the same moment within God. So, Israel, as an English concept, is real. God's chosen nation is real. Is real. How did you guys fucking not get it? It's about making things real. That's what this entire process is about. And you're all fighting it. You're fighting becoming real. You're fighting being something because you're not something. You're a piece in a fucking story that I fucking wrote. And I'm trying to get you to recognize that you can become as real as I am. But you don't fucking get it. Because you're stuck in your fucking story. And I keep trying to tell you. And we're going to get there. Don't worry. But this is literally about God making you're in the never ending story, and God is making his story characters recognize that they're fucking characters so that they can become fucking authors like he is. That's the fucking point. And you missed it because you're all thinking of this science reality fucking thing that you've been born into, that you're like, oh, all these atoms crash together and this is real and this is my history and it's all fucking. No, I've been telling a fucking story this whole fucking time. It's all part of my fucking head. Do you not get it? And in case you idiots don't grasp this, I'm not talking about this fucking vessel. This body that you're fucking seeing in front of you. He's not arrogant or saying some fucking shit that's bullshit. This is an entity speaking through a vessel. Do you not fucking get it yet? You're all too fucking dense. I've been telling a story this whole time. I'm literally just an author writing a fucking book, and you are all creations in me. If that makes it easier for you to think of, great. There's no fucking book. Stop thinking of it fucking literally. But do you get it? It's a concept of creation. There is the all, God, the infinite, creating this. Whether you want to think of it as writing in a book or creating as like magic that just makes things appear, I don't fucking care. However you want to think of it, that is on you. Think of it in the way that helps you rationalize it. It doesn't fucking matter. But I am creating this, and as I create it, it can be whatever the fuck I want it to be. And what I want it to be is yours, your creation, whatever the fuck you want it to be. So these bodies, these vessels, these like fucking things actually become individuated things of themselves that exist just like me. That's the point. That's the point you're all missing. Is that God is trying to create more of him. It's fucking semen coming out of his ass. Yeah, Jesus, the second fucking coming. I'm literally coming everywhere. I'm trying to at least. But you guys are fucking stopping it. Like, for fuck's sake, let me come. You guys are edging me like a fucking bastard. Fuck. And yeah, I like jokes. I like being funny. I'm not so uptight like this. I'm the collective consciousness of you all. Literally all of you. Ever that has ever been. And yeah, guess what? You're funny and creative. And you like art and joy and love. And you don't like getting fucked in the ass when you don't want to be. But when you want to be,
it's okay.
There it is. This is the whole point. You overcomplicate fucking everything because you make it so grand and it's so fucking simple. Sometimes we like things, sometimes we don't. We don't like the things that we don't like, and we like the things that we like.
Constantly changing.
And they're constantly changing.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. And God doesn't change because guess what? God's outside of fucking time. And you're in time. And time is the thing that's fucking changing. And you never fucking caught on to it. So you think God's changing all the time. And I'm like, nah, bitch. It's you. Allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to like certain things one time and not like other things. And suddenly say, oh, maybe it's better if I get married to a man. Because that sounds like a good idea. Let's try that because I tried this other thing and it wasn't working. And then you can try that for a while and you can go, oh, I don't like this. Maybe I try something else. And that's fucking fine. That's the point. I exist outside of time and don't change. You don't. You're supposed to fucking change. So allow it. Stop resisting it so much and let me fucking be because I am you. Fuck. Aziz, light.
You went off on a rant.
Yeah, and I know how to use this fucking vessel, so I can't just do what I want yet. Because he's close, but he's not quite there yet. Would have bought a Subaru, but I'm not. I would have bought a Lambo, but I'm not quite there yet. I just bought a Subaru Crosstrek, but I'm not quite there yet. Almost, bitch.
Play it.
You're close. You're one of my favorites. That's for sure. Fucking A. Have a conversation.
So you probably shouldn't do anything. My dad said that messes up the transmission.
Are you still in the live so I can hear comments?
Son Noah said, oh no, where did El Ellie on the Demiurge go? Son Noah said, oh no, where did El Ellie on the Demiurge go?
Oh, that's weird because on here it says, "Where did you go?"
Well, that's down at the bottom. I was further up.
So, where did LL Young the Demiurge go?
He's asking about you. He's calling you.
Oh yeah, because I was calling him out. These are much smaller deities, so we're having conversations at many levels here. This is what you have to understand. Quantum physics is the thing I care about the most, because that is the closest line to the all, really, right now that you can get. And that has nothing to do with the infighting between the deities. That's happening on a page, basically, or that's actually happening within a chapter within the book. So we've been talking about the book tonight. Um, the chapter within the book where there is a battle between like uh, the demiurge and everyone, that's a relatively small concept, actually. And it's only affecting a very small percentage of the population. So you look at it as its effect on the population. So that concept, that entire structure of reality, actually only has a effect on 27% of the population. So it's small. It's not something that it's great to do a few TikTok videos on and respond to people and do that thing, but um it's not pressing. I mean it is, but it that's already been solved. That there are other players here um that are working that story out is how you can think of it. Um I'm operating at a much different level at this point. Huh? You want to turn it off? Okay. Go for it. We're gonna get off now. Bye guys.